Stanley Kubrick Part 2. This one's going to be much more in depth, and I might or might have not found new things. Not particularly, but yeah, there's a lot here, and it's very interesting stuff. Right. Firstly, see this deviant art version of 2001: A Space Odyssey, right? There's your Tycho monolith, which is the UN building in New York. I've known that for, I don't know, last 15 years. But look at the cameras, or shall we say, let's look at the actual scene from the movie, right? Look. Little, well, look at the cameras, look at the lighting. Now look at Capricorn 1. You see it? It's the same thing, isn't it? Faking of the moon landing. Given away in that film. Capricorn 1. And there it is. In 2001: A Space Odyssey. Same thing, eh? And they're on the moon, right? And of course, Kubrick was using his front screen projection technology for 2001: A Space Odyssey. So it was all a trial run for the moon landing footage, right? Let's just go back to here. Now, in the early 1960s, JFK made his promise, so we say, that they would take men to the moon and back. And of course, NASA knew it wasn't possible to get men to the moon and back. Standing there on the moon's surface with no atmosphere, no ionosphere, no stratosphere, no ozone layer, no magnetosphere, no large bodies of water, nothing to protect you from the thermal plasma heat of the sun, and you're standing there on the moon in the hard vacuum of space in a 1960s fabric spacesuit sewn together by Letitia Williams of South Carolina. Oh, please. Right? So, not possible. So, they had to go to the most perfectionist, best director they possibly could at their disposal. And in Eyes Wide Shut, you know, we're told that the Tom Cruise character is Stanley Kubrick. He is the facilitator for the Zionists at the top, right? The one that was never let into the upper circle, though, and he was pissed off about that. So, yeah, they went to him for help. In the film Eyes Wide Shut, he was Tom Cruise. He was a doctor. But in this particular case, Stanley Kubrick, of course, a director who could fake the Apollo moon landings. And of course, this Arthur C. Clarke, who's sharing the same name as Emilia Clarke with an E on the end. Yeah, of course, Jewish as well. And Arthur C. Clarke, in the extras to 2001: A Space Odyssey, in a 1965 plus around there film, he's standing in NASA, and he's standing next to the so-called lunar lander, the old lemon that Gus Grissom put a lemon on because it wasn't fit for purpose, and then Gus Grissom has an accident with the other two. Yeah, right. So he's just directly linking it. He's showing you the NASA and the moon landings, so-called, and 2001: A Space Odyssey at the same time, because 2001: A Space Odyssey was a practice run for that filming. Now let's get to the front screen projection technology. Here we go. Kubrick's front screen projection technology. Now at the beginning of the movie, I've done a video on this years ago, you see the scenes where this foreground is the actual stage set, but this is all front screen projection. It's got like three different angles, one from behind and one here and one here, and it all creates this illusion that that they're outside. But no, you can see the different textures between the two, right? There you go, front screen projection. Okay, again here, right? Stage set, and then just a front screen projection. Nicely done. And again, nicely done. You can see the line. Huh? You can see the line every time. Let me see if I find some more. That one, that's not the best one. Let's have a look at this one. This one? How about that one? I think the line is actually a little bit higher here. But there's always a difference. See the rocky, sandy terrain here, and then the flat, different texture in the background beyond the front screen projection line. Let me see. Yeah, those mountains in the background. So you've got this line going right along here. See, different colouring, different texture. No stars in the sky always, of course. That's a big tell as well. Something screwy about it, eh? So anyway, right, now I've said that the monolith, the Tycho monolith, is the UN building, right? It is, there it is. United Nations building with its prayer room. There's a prayer room in this building to Lucifer, and look, there's your black cube. And again, it's the Tycho monolith again, isn't it? Right? Spirituality, oh please. Yeah, satanic Luciferian Hebrew Kabbalah Isis worship. Saturn worship, Satan worship. Right? As seen in the Czech Republic here in Brno, this black cube Saturn Satan memorial to please. What's that? Oh, look at that, look, anonymous. The CIA Mossad are doing International Satan Day. And this thing in the center of Brno's town square is basically a big bomb, and this thing up here is a camera spinning around looking at you. There's cameras all over the place up here and here and here. Yeah, look. Oh, please. CIA. And they dupe all these young people into this nonsense. They don't know what they're involved in. CIA Mossad. Whenever you see that, you know that is the CIA Mossad. It's a psyop. Anyway, getting back to Kubrick. Here we go. So we got The Shining, as shown by Reboot the Matrix recently, very well. Showing you the landing pad and... Sorry, not landing pad, the takeoff pads. Apologies for that. And Apollo 11. Apollo is the devil anyway. Apollyon, the devil. Yeah. There it is. Taking off. He sits down, he stands up, he takes off. And so Kubrick is showing you his link with it. And of course 2001, yeah, like I say, it was just a front screen projection, dry run. And it did feature the moon. Now, as for 9/11, right, let's have a look at that. There we go. All right. So, what was the movie called? 2001, A Space Odyssey. What happened in 2001? 9/11. 9/11, 2001. You think that's a coincidence? Is there a reference to a New York skyscraper in this movie? Yeah, of course there is. It's this. The Tycho monolith, like I keep saying, is the United Nations building, a skyscraper in New York. So what you have is, it's about 2001, the year, and a direct reference to a skyscraper in New York. Is there more? Other people have said that scene where they go and visit the Tycho monolith on the moon is like the ground zero kind of that controlled demolition by the Zionists. I would say no. It's my yeah. See if that's better. You see that there's the scene. There it is. That's it. It's a stage set, right? The lights and the stage set. The lights, the stage set. Okay. Is there anything more to say? Tons, of course, tons on it. Oh, but I find this one the most telling. The front cover of that, eh? How exact is that, huh? Or maybe you prefer that image, and that, and that, and that, right? Yeah. Yeah, of course. They don't make movies like Capricorn 1 nowadays. You're kidding me. No way. Yeah. The old dry run. Yeah. Yeah, it's obvious that he would be the person they went to. The Zionist HQ went to fake the moon landings. Well, there was a moon landing that I can't remember which one it was, but oh, sorry, we forgot to bring the camera. Oh, sorry, the camera isn't working. Sorry, we haven't got any images this time. That's right. They spend billions sending a rocket up there to the moon, and they have a broken camera, or they forget to bring the camera. I mean, what the hell? They're just taking a pee. So what's this one? Mullah, another Hebrew Yiddish name, of course. Yeah, 1965, and that's when he first started his work on 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've watched all the extras. Yeah, 1965. He was given the job to do that, so he began doing that. He thought, right, I'll make a movie first as a dry run, and then I'll make you another movie for the actual landings. Yeah.